Hello, my friends. Merry Christmas. Recently, I was able to meet with some expat friends. They were employed in Hong Kong, doing very good for some while, making good money. But right now, it seems to me that they're being trapped in Hong Kong. Well, the employers decided to leave Hong Kong, maybe repatriating to their home country, and they were asked to go. But they don't want to leave Hong Kong. They have good families, they have the children study in Hong Kong, and he could find nowhere in the world that could be able to recover from the COVID faster than in Hong Kong or in the Far East. The situation they may be in may be described in Yi Jing as being trapped. Yi Jing is one of the Chinese philosophy book in 3,000 years ago, and they were using natural forces to highlight the changes in the marketplace and the changes in our daily life. And this Christmas, maybe I can use this trap to analyze the situation and maybe offer a few lines of suggestions for those who are considering themselves being trapped in Hong Kong. You probably know about Tai Chi, the yin yang, and the positive and negative forces that affects our world around us. And you probably have known the hexagram of the 8 hexagram of the Fuzi and Chinese old legend. But the Tai Chi means change, changing in this dynamic two forces affecting Earth's world. And the trap phenomenon was described as water under the pond, meaning there's no water coming into the pond. The pond's dried, and that's why people are feeling that they are trapped in this pond. No water in pond. Maybe that's the situation of being trapped. You went into a jungle wearing good dresses, but the dresses were hung up by the trees, by the branches, and you cannot move forward and you cannot move backward. And that's the situation described as a trap in the Yi Jing. What does it mean? It means you were in the wrong position. 错位, wrong position. And you are being faced with wrong forces. And sometimes you're asked to be strong, positive, and sometimes you're asked to have to be soft, using the negative. And suffering is a good place to wait for the good opportunities to come. And you're doing things the wrong way. So the wrong position, the wrong forces, and the wrong ways are the reasons for your being trapped right now. So what's the solution? Well, you have to look at these natural forces that will come to you one after one. You start with a negative position. Right now you were trapped, you were employed, you don't want to leave Hong Kong, but you do not have a lot of money to stay in Hong Kong. You need to find a job, you need to a new career, you need to have recurring income. But accepting this situation is the first thing that you have to face. Accepting that you're in the wrong position. Accepting that you need to change the position. What kind of position? So we're talking about, well, you are in high-paid position right now. Well, you are in probably get yourself into a variable pay position. Accept it. Previously, you take out good money, good position, have good position power. Right now, you have to build it up again. So there's quite a different positions that you'll be getting yourself in. You were direct before, but right now you have learned to be indirect, to gain indirect income, to gain indirect possessions, to gain indirect influences into the world and into the family. You were in a pond with no water. So the way to fill up the pond is to find new sources. We call it cash flows, new cash flows into your pond, new river streams, no cash, new cash to get into your pond. You have to realize that the income sources that you will get will be very different from your previous owned. You have to dig into new grounds. You have uncovered your hidden treasuries, your hidden talents. For example, the talents that you've never used, the talents that you have been developing but never used them before. You have to uncover it and recover it from your previous talents and your previous assets and reconnect with them. And that's the way you build up new income sources, new streams. You have to apply different forces. If you were strong before, right now, can you bow your head and be humble to build it up again? If you have been soft before, now it's your point. It's a time to be strong, to be positive, to be stern, to be leaping forward with confidence. And this is the time for you to accept the change and then stand up for the change. You are in broken cash flow positions like poop, like negative forces, and you have to wait for your turn to come. In the trap phenomenon, there are three occasions where you have four strong positive forces, young forces coming before you. But don't let your negative feelings drag you down. Don't get your negative forces drag you from the positive gain, from the positive newborn opportunities coming forward to you. You need to soon move into a young position, a strong, positive forces that will push up to the top. Well, sometimes you have to wait, and at some time you have to be confident to take up the risk, to take up that challenge, to take up that risky positions before you. Hold it up, be persistent. And trap phenomenon is ultimately good if you can keep the good ways, positive, ethical, doing the right things at the right time, be able to take up the opportunities when this comes before you, accepting the change, accepting that you have to build up your income sources again, accepting that you have to starting from a lower ground to the upper ground. I think then ultimately you will reach the top and then you will move out of the trap. Merry Christmas. May this positive message coming from me, Dr. Augustine Chow, in this Christmas time be a good message, a supporting, congratulating message to you. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.